NKTelco Sports welcomes you to Ohio Northern University, where the Heidelberg Student Princes take on the ONU Polar Bears. Tonight's game is brought to you by Minster Bank, NKTelco, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, Francis Furniture, New Knoxville Supply, For You Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, St. Mary's Trucking, Kewpie Hamburgers, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Sydney Body Car Star, First National Bank. This is an NKTelco Sports production.
Good evening and welcome to women's college basketball from the campus of the Ohio Northern University. This evening's game is the Ohio Northern University Polar Bears and the Heidelberg University Student Princes. This evening's game has some national significance, at least for the Ohio Northern University Polar Bears. The Polar Bears jumped to number 11 this week in the Division III college women's basketball standings. And Jeff, the Polar Bears continue to build momentum throughout this season.
Well, they've won 11 straight. That's helped that ranking. And you look at their only two losses. They're undefeated in league, but their only two losses on the season have come against number 1 Thomas More and number 7 Rochester. So they've gained some recognition by playing some good teams, albeit they lost, but to some very good teams. And they, like I said, they've won 11 in a row. A win tonight would complete their first round of the OAC, round 1, if you will, 9-0. Another good mark, and they continue to play good basketball for Coach Durand.
So we'll have exciting women's college basketball coming up next here on New Knoxville NKTelco Sports. We'll be back with the starting lineups right after this.
There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking, traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Good evening once again from Ohio Northern University. The game between the Ohio Northern University Polar Bears and the Heidelberg University Student Princes, Ohio Athletic Conference women's basketball. We have the introduction of our starting lineups. There you see the Heidelberg bench and the Heidelberg Princes, Student Princes, 6-9 overall and 4-4 in league play is number 2, Allie Hawkins, a senior guard, introduced. And number 10 for the Ohio Northern Polar Bears, Britt Lauk, a junior out of Shawnee. And number 4, Carly Patrick, 5'8" forward junior for Heidelberg. Number 22, Carly Thomas, 5'7" senior guard out of Strongsville for the Polar Bears. Number 10, Jessica Barnes, sophomore guard for Heidelberg. And number 24, Carissa Steffes, 6' senior for Ohio Northern. Number 21 for Heidelberg, Nicole Payne, senior guard for the Student Princes. At number 25, Brooke Eppenschied for Ohio Northern. At number 32, Shiloh Murphy. And for Ohio Northern, number 44, Amy Bullimore, 6'1" sophomore. Ohio Northern looking to continue the winning streak, Jeff. And in the previous outing, the Polar Bears a winner, of course, and Bullimore played a big role in that win.
Well, she did. She's had some outstanding games for the Polar Bears as of late, playing very well. And before we have an opening tip, we'll go ahead with the keys to the game. They're brought to you by Bud's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Who the dealer makes a difference. For Heidelberg, need to be efficient on offense. Ohio Northern forces a very poor shooting field goal percentage to the other team. So Heidelberg needs to come away with points on each possession, shoot as well as they can against a very good defense, and eliminate turnovers. Heidelberg gives it up a lot. Ohio Northern forces a lot of turnovers, so Heidelberg needs to maintain possession. For the Ohio Northern Polar Bears, continue to pound the boards. They have a decisive 10 rebound a game average against their opponents. And also, as we mentioned just briefly with Heidelberg, Ohio Northern likes to create turnovers, get opportunities in transition, and they score well when they do that.
And the opening tip goes to Heidelberg, and the Student Princes move into their offense. Murphy with the basketball. Pass inside and back out top of the key. Baseline move by Hawkins. She'll push it back out to Murphy. Shot is short. Rebounded by Carly Thomas, and up court come the Polar Bears. Lauk with the basketball. Steffes back over to Thomas. Thomas looks inside. There's Eppenschied. As Lauk has it top of the key. Inside, Bullimore shot no good. Rebounded by Carly Patrick. Heidelberg up court quickly as they set into their offense.
A rare miss by Bullimore. She shoots the ball very well from the field at over 62% from the field. Granted, most of her shots are in the paint, but a lot of times she's got a hand on her face or a body or a hand on her body. That one comes up short in the first attempt.
Move to the basket there by Patrick. Lauk top of the key, should go left side, back over to Eppenschied, who'll kick it back out to Steffes. Steffes with the drive and the first basket of tonight's game between Ohio Northern and Heidelberg, and the Polar Bears are up 2-0.
Difficult move as she was bumped. Ohio Northern scores. Here's a steal and a score on the other end.
Thomas, good defensive play by Carly Thomas, and Ohio Northern takes a 4-0 lead.
Thomas, one of the, I should say the recipient there of that turnover and instant offense. Back-to-back good possessions for the Polar Bears.
Murphy top of the key, over to Hawkins. Hawkins back to Murphy, down low, pass shot is good as Nicole Payne, number 21, with the basket.
Got a beautiful pass from number 32, Shiloh Murphy. Got Northern a little bit asleep or a step behind, and the backdoor play worked well for the Student Prince, first bucket of the game.
And Ohio Northern takes it inside. Bullimore kicks it back out. Lauk right side to Thomas. Thomas will move to the free throw line. Short jump shot is no good. That's Eppenschied, and the rebound shot inside, and the battle for it will come down, and the shot clock buzzes. But up court comes Hawkins. Hawkins handles the basketball, kicks it back out to Murphy. Shot no good. Substitutes for Heidelberg. Abby Reed, number 5, 5'10" freshman. And Mariah Pearson, a 5'5" junior, into the lineup for Heidelberg.
Bullimore with the basketball right here. She's 6 feet 1 inch. She's the tallest player on the court. Now, Heidelberg just brought in Abby Reed, who's about 5'10". Really size advantage in favor of the Polar Bears, but they get a nice bucket there from Lauk.
Our lead is 6-2 for Ohio Northern. Play stops. as the official goes over to the scorers table for discussion.
I have no idea, Dave, what
has to be
is going
something
on.
on the shot clock, I believe. .6:45 to go here in the first quarter of basketball. Ohio Northern with a 6-2 lead. Heidelberg will inbound it as Hawkins has the basketball. She'll move to the left side. 15-footer no good. Rebounded by Bullimore, and up court comes Ohio Northern. Lauk. Back out Bullimore. Over to Eppenschied.
Steffes has the ball knocked out of her hands, but it stays with Ohio Northern. And Ohio Northern under their own basket, a chance to go to work. We'll see once again if they pound it inside to Bullimore. Again, the tallest player on the court.
Eppenschied inbounds it to Lauk. Lauk has it. Down low to Bullimore. Up and in. There's that size advantage, Jeff.
Well, and there's also a great pass. I believe it came from Britt Lauk. A nice bounce pass and a pick and roll. And yes, the height advantage helps. Bullimore was able to bank it in, but give credit to the nice entry pass.
Yeah, nice passing as Patrick counters with a basket for Heidelberg. Quickly come the Polar Bears. Thomas, turnaround jumper is good. Carly Thomas, a 5'7" senior out of Strongsville, averaging 9.4 points per game. High Northern's lead at 6. Heidelberg working it against the aggressive Ohio Northern defense. There's another turnover. Up with the basketball is Thomas.
3 turnovers already for Heidelberg here in the first 4.5 minutes.
Bullimore, turnaround jumper is good.
She's a tough stop when she gets it inside. She uses her body very nicely, and she keeps herself on balance. She shoots high quality on balance shots.
Heidelberg. Payne loses it out of bounds. Host of substitutes for both squads as we approach the midway point of the opening quarter of basketball here at Ohio Northern. On the First National Bank scoreboard, think first, Ohio Northern 12 and Heidelberg 4. Tesney brought the ball up the court. Also in the game is Precious Ramsey, number 21.
Steffes, the lone starter left on the court, a 16-footer, but they bring in 4 new players, and right here is one of them, and
Courtney Kramer. Kramer with a basketball. Bounce back to Tesney.
And that's 31, Jenna Dirksen. So all support players touch the ball almost in that possession.
It's pretty good.
They come up empty on the trip, but boy, nice move the other end of the court by the student Prince.
Mariah Pearson with the basket. She drives it the length of the court. And Ohio Northern is into their offense. Steffes on the baseline draws the foul.
Fast moving first quarter. Reminder, as we have our first time out here, 4 10-minute quarters in college basketball for women, and we'll have a TV timeout right here with 4:07 left.
Our score is Ohio Northern 12, Heidelberg 6. We'll be back with more after this.
Ohio Northern University has always had a strong relationship with the Village of Ada. Because of this, I was able to write a community EPA grant for a composting facility to better handle the food waste at both the university and the Village of Ada. Throughout my research, I identified multiple issues that are facing both the university and the Village of Ada. The main being the amount of food waste that's traveling to the wastewater treatment facility, entering their anaerobic digestion, which is causing for unnecessary maintenance of the anaerobic digestion. I'm thankful I was able to attend Ohio Northern University, where both the administrative staff and the professors support students in their passions in life. One of my biggest passions has always been how I can make the world a better place. And I found that, and I believe that starting with food waste composting is just one small way that both the Village of Ada and the university can make the world a better place. Good?
Good. I like that. Love it. All right.
Take like 9.
Ohio Northern has a 6-point lead over Heidelberg here in the first quarter of basketball. Some interesting stuff about the Heidelberg assistant coach, Jeff.
The lady in black shirt right there just sitting down, very familiar to Ohio Northern. That's Kenzie Yoder. She played high school basketball at Salina and played 4 great years of basketball here at Ohio Northern. She's now the graduate assistant coach at Heidelberg. The boy, Kenzie Yoder, you say her name with Ohio Northern here recently. She's the 3rd all-time leading scorer. She's 5th in rebounding, 7th in steals, 8th in block shots, and Dave, what's most impressive from the post player, she is the leading all-time assist leader at Ohio Northern University, and I will bear witness. I saw her play her last couple of years. She passed the ball very well, had some good teammates, but she utilized the bounce pass the best I've ever seen it, and she's now doing her graduate work at Heidelberg as a grad assistant, but same colors, but different side of the court she sits on now. But a good ball player, Kenzie Yoder. 2014 graduate from Ohio Northern.
Great sidebar to tonight's game between Ohio Northern and Heidelberg. And Polar Bears lose it out of bounds. Heidelberg will have it. Back into the game for Ohio Northern will be Amy Bullimore, as Carissa Steffes, number 24, will get her breather.
Her first break. She's the lone starter to take her first rest. Mentioned the assistant coach and Kenzie Yoder. Heidelberg led by Morgan Shriver, her 3rd season at Heidelberg, an alumnus of Heidelberg. And on the other side of the court, longtime head coach here at Ohio Northern in her 15th season, Michelle Duran. And boy, Michelle Duran has done a heck of a job here. Last 4 seasons, Polar Bears have won 82% of their ball games.
Kramer with the basketball. We'll go back to Tesney and into Bullimore, and then the whistle stops the action.
Mention again the last 4 seasons for Coach Durand, 82% winning percentage. They've won the OAC regular season title a couple times. They've won the tournament once, but they've been very good. You add this year's record to that mix, it's even better. It's probably closer to 83-84% winning percentage.
Bullimore with the short jumper, no good. Ramsey battles for the rebound, comes back down as Courtney Kramer, number 20, puts it up and in. Good hustle by Kramer, and the lead is now 8 points.
Second chance opportunity for the Polar Bears. Kramer, one of about 3 or 4 girls that average right around 4 points a game for the Polar Bears, doing a little bit of the dirty work, finding an offensive rebound, getting it in off the glass.
Hawkins' jump shot, no good. Ramsey with a rebound. Up court with the basketball is Dirksen. Back out to Ramsey. Over to Kramer. Tesney gets it back to Kramer inside. Heidelberg picks it up. Loose basketball. Maintained by Hawkins. Over to DeVault.
Second Ohio Northern turnover, 4 committed by Heidelberg.
Long range 3. Shot no good as Hawkins shot off target.
Ohio Northern still doing a nice job, Dave, defensively. No offensive rebounds for the Student Prince. Meanwhile, Ohio Northern has been able to pull down 3 offensive rebounds, and they've, I know, converted at least one of them into points. We saw that in the last possession.
Tesney shot no good. Bullimore with a rebound. Kicks it back out Tesney. She'll drive the lane. Right-handed shot no good. Tipped by Bullimore, no good, and it'll go out of bounds off Ramsey. It'll be Heidelberg basketball.
A couple more chances there for the Polar Bears, getting a couple more looks. They come up empty, but you gotta like what they're doing on both ends of the court, rebounding, and sooner or later those rebounds will drop for them. You mentioned Heidelberg, they've lost 6 of their last 7 games, but last season they knocked off some teams that they hadn't beaten in a while. They haven't beat Ohio Northern in the 13 previous meetings. Last year they defeated Wilmington, who they hadn't beat since 2001. They defeated Capital, who they hadn't beaten since 2008. And they also beat a John Carroll team last season that was ranked 19th in the nation when they beat them. So they were able to win some big games last year under Coach Shriver. Have their work cut out here tonight, trailing 8 early here by 8 points in the first quarter, but have the potential, if you will, the ability to win some big games.
Ohio Northern moving the basketball up court quickly that time and drawing the foul, and going to the free throw line will be Brooke Espenschied. Espenschied will be at the line.
First free throws of the game.
Take a look at that one again.
Fouled in the act here. Good strong move. Good free throw shooter is Espenschied. 31 of 38 coming into the game. That's good for 82%. Misses her first one.
Replays brought to you by the Sydney Body Car Star. And the second free throw is good, and it's a 9-point Ohio Northern lead. Ohio Northern will jump into some full court pressure here as we approach the final minute of basketball here in the opening quarter of play. Murphy. Back out to Murray. Inside Murphy, back out Payne. Murphy will take the shot, and she'll hit the three. Inside Bullimore, up and in.
Good work by the Polar Bears, wasting little time to get down the court, get a nice pass into Bullimore, and she connects. Bullimore now with 6 points.
Heidelberg with the basketball. That's Nicole Payne. Barnes puts it up. Shot no good. Bullimore with the rebound. Our first quarter score, it belongs to Ohio Northern. The Polar Bears 17, Heidelberg 9. We'll be back with more women's basketball on NKTelco right after this.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
NKTelco Sports, Ohio's leading sports broadcasting company, is dedicated to sports coverage, filming over 120 collegiate and high school sporting events that bring quality content and excellent sportsmanship to the big screen. Team up with us as an NKTelco sponsor and receive many benefits: commercials that will be seen by thousands of viewers, multiple name mentions, live web ads, monthly bill stuffers, and discounted network ad insertion spots. Packages are available for any budget. Contact us today.
Second quarter upon us as Ohio Northern enjoying an 8-point lead, and statistically in that first quarter, again, Ohio Northern's defense
Come up big,
Heidelberg some problems.
Defensively, they've held the Heidelberg Student Prince to just 31% field goal shooting. The Student Prince have yet to get an offensive rebound, and Ohio Northern continues to play good basketball. They get a 3-point bucket by Thomas. Ohio Northern shooting 44% from the field. Like I said, they've already out-rebounded the Student Prince by 8, and of them, 5 have been offensive rebounds, so they're doing it on both ends of the court for Coach Duran, and they have an 11-point lead now, the biggest of the game.
Carly Thomas with that last 3 for Ohio Northern, and on defense, the Polar Bears dig in and knock it out of bounds, and Heidelberg will inbound it.
Ball was kicked, so they reset the shot clock a little bit. I don't think it's a full amount.
Murphy with the basketball on the inbounds pass.
Another turnover. Good defense by the Polar Bears. Passed a little off the mark. They were trying to dump it into Reed, but just off the mark, and Bullimore able there to recover it.
Block will take the shot. Shot is just short. Rebound comes down to Heidelberg. And Jessica Barnes up court. Reed will put it up and in. Or rather make that Mariah Pearson, number 20, with the basket.
Pearson, nice job controlling her body. I believe as Lauk was down and ready to take a charge, and Pearson did a nice job avoiding the contact and making the shot.
Inside to Bullimore, and she'll draw the foul. That'll be on number 5, Abby Reed. And I tell you, the backcourt quickness of Ohio Northern is impressive.
It puts a lot of problems for the other team's offensive personnel, if you will. They do well on both ends of the court. They play good defense. They handle the ball well.
Lauck and Thomas can be a handful for an opposing team, that's for sure.
A reminder on that last foul, just the first of this quarter. Again, a new rule this year for college women's basketball. They play 4 10-minute periods, and each new period, the fouls for the team are reset to 0. And you'll shoot a bonus on the 5th foul. So each, Ohio Northern, I don't think, committed a foul in the first period. And just now the first team foul against Heidelberg in period number 2.
Heidelberg with the basketball. It'll go down low to Reed. She works it, kicks it back out to Pearson. Pearson off balance shot, and she will apparently draw a foul that time.
No, she simply just ran into Lauck and basically let the offense win that time. The time before she held up, avoided contact. This time off the dribble, had a little bit of an advantage. Took it right at Lauck, who picks up the first foul.
And Mariah Pearson will hit her first free throw.
Pearson on the season from the free throw line, 64%, 9 of 14. She averages just over 2 a game. She's already netted 5 points here, make it 6 in just over a period and a couple minutes.
And once again, more substitutes in the lineup for Ohio Northern. That time it's a Polar Bear turnover.
4th Polar Bear turnover, and it's now the Student Princess, Dave, that have actually outscored Ohio Northern here. That was 11-point lead, a bucket here. They could really cut this deficit down to either 5 or 4 with a 3-pointer.
With the basketball for Heidelberg is Abrick into the lineup. Shot inside. There's going to be a charge on Reed.
A little too much forward motion. Give credit to the Polar Bears, number 21, Precious Ramsey, being in good defensive positioning and absorbing that direct contact.
She wasn't can take able a hit.
Just fall down when you feel it and yell. That's what they taught you at Ohio Northern basketball camp in the day.
Ohio Northern on the offense. Jump shot by Tesney. It's off target. Battle for the rebound. It'll go off of Heidelberg, and Polar Bears will inbound it underneath their own basket.
That Ohio Northern basketball camp I speak of years ago, run by a couple former coaches, Gail Doherty and also Joe Campoli. In fact, court now named after Coach Campoli and his wife Margaret, but both Gail Doherty and Joe Campoli ran a very good camp in the summers back in the 80s and learned a lot of defensive tricks, if you will, from them. Good 3-point bucket by the Polar Bears.
Angela Tesney on the board for Ohio Northern, and the lead jumps back to 10 points, 23-13.
Tesney, a nice 3-point shooter, Dave, on the season, just around 48%, 12 of 25. She's now 13 of 26, so give her 50% 3-point shooting on the season.
Pearson with the basketball, kicks it back over to Hawkins, and pass goes astray, and it's a Heidelberg turnover.
Number 7 for the Student Prince. This time, although the turnover, Dave, is a dead ball turnover, Ohio Northern doesn't get a chance to go in transition, but they do get the ball back and have a double-figure lead again at 10.
Bollamore, top of the key with the basketball. Back over to Ramsey. Tesney tries to kick it inside to Bollamore, and the ball is kicked right back out of bounds.
They'll reset the shot clock now to 25, I believe. It was down to 15, or did it stay 15? 15 seconds. Used to be when the kick happened, it went all the way back to the full amount, but now the defense isn't penalized as much.
Pass inside, and number 31, Jenna Dirksen, gets the basket. Lead is now 12 points.
Another nice bounce pass into Dirksen. She's averaging just under 5 points a game. And as Dave mentioned, now the biggest lead in the game for 12 in favor of the Polar Bears.
Inside, and Patrick's going to be in trouble, and we're going to have a foul called. It's going to go on Tesney, I believe, number 14, her first here in the first half of basketball.
Second team foul of period number 2.
Heidelberg into their offense. Pass inside to Reed. Makes a move inside. Kicks it back out to Abrecht. Going to go out of bounds, and Heidelberg will inbound it.
8 turnovers. Stays with Heidelberg in this big run, or actually good season for the Polar Bears. They've been very good with the differential in points. They've outscored their opponents by closely just under 20 points a game as their scoring differential. So they've been able to score, and again, that defense has been very sound all season.
Abrick hits the bucket for Heidelberg, and Ohio Northern with the ball. Tesney, top of the key. Shot just a little bit short by Kramer. Heidelberg on the move. Hawkins. Long three. Shot no good by Abrick. And Heidelberg will get the rebound and settle into their offense again.
Their first offensive rebound of the game. So another first chance here for second chance points.
Reed passes it over to number 4, Carly Patrick, and the junior puts it in.
Second leading scorer on their team at just under 10 a game. Patrick, as I mentioned, the first offensive rebound bucket for the Student Prince. They trail by 8.
Bullimore out front. Back over to Tesney, takes the 3, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Murphy, but she's going to, rather Reed, and she's going to lose it out of bounds. And that means Heidelberg will keep the ball. Whoops.
Coach Duran questioned it, but it is Heidelberg's basketball. A timeout on the court.
The timeout on the court. Ohio Northern with the lead by 8 points, and we'll be back with more women's college basketball on NKTelco right after this.
Innovation, it's all around us. NKTelco developed a fiber network in our communities over 10 years ago when the competitors were only thinking about it. Increasing bandwidth to make it convenient for the whole family to enjoy online entertainment and gaming. With our IPTV solution, you can enjoy over 80 HD channels, providing quality TV and movies for the whole family, and even take them on the go with our Watch TV Everywhere app. All this from a company that believes in local customer service from people you know and trust. NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
Heidelberg will have the basketball as there's 4:43 to go here in the first half of basketball. 8-point lead by Ohio Northern. Pass over to Murphy. Looks inside. Jackson turn around and hits it.
Tough shot over Bullimore. Bullimore right there had a hand up. We give credit to Teresa Jackson for hitting a jump shot. 6-point lead, Dave. They climb right back after being down by 12.
Yeah, number 32 with the rebound there as Shiloh Murphy pulls it down, and Heidelberg has a chance to cut into this Ohio Northern lead once again. Top of the key is Hawkins. Hawkins goes to the right side, looks to kick it back out, but she's guilty of a turnover as she took the extra step. Substitutes off the Ohio Northern bench. Difference right now, 6 points.
Well, the difference, Heidelberg has shot the ball much better. After the first period, they were right around at 31% figure. Now they've increased their shooting to 44%, 8 of 18 from the field, and they've steadily hung in there and cut the 12-point lead in half. Right now it's 6.
Inside to Bullimore, and she'll draw the foul.
Still no shooting, no bonus, I should say. Just the third team foul for Heidelberg here in period number 2.
Lauk will inbound it. Inside to Steffes. She'll drive the baseline, looks to try to get it to Bullimore, but ball will be out of bounds, and Ohio Northern will inbound it.
Shiloh Murphy doing a nice job against Steffes, preventing the entry pass. Had her hands up, got the ball as Steffes was looking for Bullimore inside, but could not get it through Shiloh Murphy. But on the steal attempt, if you will, she fell down and gives the ball right back to the Polar Bears.
Espenshede will inbound it. Jump shot no good there by Thomas, and it will go out of bounds, and Heidelberg will have the basketball. And again, they can work on this 6-point deficit that they're looking at. Up court.
Ohio Northern's been in a drought as they haven't scored in over 3 minutes. Her last basket was at 6:43. That gave them the 12-point lead. Ohio Northern has not made a field goal since then. The back-to-back turnovers now, Dave, for the Heidelberg has, prevented them from getting a chance to cut into that 6-point lead.
Jackson with the turnover, and second time in a row, Heidelberg with a chance to gain some ground commits the turnover. Bullimore back over to Lauk. Murphy and try the double team, but Lauk dribbles out of it. Thomas. There'll be a foul on Thomas.
14 fouls, so again, it'll be basketball out of bounds as Northern is trying to score, and on the other end, Heidelberg, a couple possessions have given it away, so each team right now trying to find something offensively that's positive as the Northern offense has still not been able to drop.
Thomas's shot rolls around and out, and Reed gets the rebound, and there's the steal. Thomas, fast break, 2-on-1. And with the basket, Brooke Espenshede.
That breaks the drought after the third straight Heidelberg turnover. Finally, Ohio Northern in transition gets a layup from Espenshede. She averages just under 7 points, but that one gives the Polar Bears a much-needed bucket as they went probably right around 4 minutes without a basket.
Heidelberg down low to Jackson. Jackson puts a shot up, but there'll be a foul, and that'll go against Bullimore. Teresa Jackson will step to the line for Heidelberg. She's number 23.
82% from the free throw line, a very good shooter. 41 of 50 coming in, 82%. The Heidelberg basketball team shooting just under 75% as a team. They make both them, and they answer the Ohio Northern basket with 2 points of their own via the free throw.
Ohio Northern with the ball as they try to get some half-court offense going here. Thomas at the free throw line, around and out. Ball on the floor, Jackson with a rebound. DeVault, she'll handle it. Back out to Pearson. Turnaround jumper, Jackson, and take it, Jackson is really providing a lift off the bench for Heidelberg, and Ohio Northern will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. Our score, Ohio Northern 27 and Heidelberg 23. We'll keep
Innovation, it's all around us. NKTelco developed a fiber network in our communities over 10 years ago when the competitors were only thinking about it. Increasing bandwidth to make it convenient for the whole family to enjoy online entertainment and gaming. With our IPTV solution, you can enjoy over 80 HD channels, providing quality TV and movies for the whole family, and even take them on the go with our Watch TV Everywhere app. All this from a company that believes in local customer service from people you know and trust. NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
Ohio Northern takes a timeout. Their lead is at 4 points. Jump shot outside, no good, and battle for the rebound, and it goes to the floor.
It'll go to Heidelberg, and in a stretch of nearly 5 minutes where Ohio Northern has basically scored one bucket, Heidelberg has done a great job, limiting the second chance opportunities. I can't think of any real offensive rebounds Ohio Northern has had here. They got a number of them in the first period, but as of lately, Heidelberg doing a nice job securing the the missed shots. But boy, they turned the ball over. At least now, what, 4 out of 5 possessions possibly?
Yeah, this league could be even really close, but
Well,
4-point difference for Ohio Northern. And
yeah, either Ohio Northern could grow it, or if Heidelberg could get some shots off instead of turn around, they could be in the lead. I mean, neither team is like taking advantage of the other one's miscues.
a little bit sluggish, that's for sure, for both teams.
Ohio Northern's shooting percentage has dropped down to right around 38%, whereas Heidelberg has got it up close to 50, but the turnovers for Heidelberg at 11 now have really hampered them. Although they've made a comeback, it's prevented them from maybe drawing closer or even taking the lead.
Jump shot no good, rebound by Baltimore right underneath the basket, puts it up, and she will draw a foul, and that'll be on number 5, Abby Reed.
Well, that might be what Ohio Northern needs, a break to go their way. Baltimore busted her tail off to try to get the rebound. She got it in a very bad spot, was able to come up on a reverse side layup and earn a personal foul and get a chance for free throws here. She connects. She's an 80% shooter on the season, makes her first free throw. As a team, Ohio Northern shooting right around 71% as a team. Baltimore makes both. .45 seconds left here, and at halftime we'll catch Coach Durand as she goes off the court, as boy, Jackson has just been outstanding off the bench. Teresa Jackson, and quickly there'll be a timeout by the Polar Bears, a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here, and I'll go through our sponsors for the game, and they are St. Mary's Trucking, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, Francis Furniture, Fowler's TV, NK Supply, Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio, 4U Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, CUPE, and our scoreboard sponsor as always, First National Bank, Think First. And our replay sponsor this evening brought to you by Sydney Body Car Star, and our keys to the game are brought to you by Bud's, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Salina, where the dealer makes the difference. A fine thank you to all those sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And this is OAC College Basketball, Heidelberg versus Ohio Northern here on NKTelco Sports. And we've got ourselves a good ball game tonight with Ohio Northern on top by just 4. They owned a 12-point lead at the 6:43 mark of period 2. And Heidelberg has worked their way back into the game, largely in part of some poor shooting as of late by Ohio Northern. Heidelberg has been able to get a few more buckets to drop on their end and have cut it down to 4 as we're down to 17 seconds. They get into Baltimore. Lout from 17 off the mark, rebounded. Is turned over as Espenscheid able to steal it. And that will be the first half buzzer. Your score 29 for Ohio Northern, 25 for Heidelberg. As Coach Durand will go down on the court with Dave and Coach Durand.
We're with Ohio Northern University coach Michelle Durand. Coach, reaction to the first basketball, a little sluggish on offense to start.
Yeah, I mean, they know what we're going to do, and we've been really sloppy. We haven't handled the ball well. Luckily, we defended a little bit.
Second half, what's the key for your team?
We got to take care of the ball. We got to get the ball inside.
All right, thanks, Coach. Ohio Northern with a 4-point lead here at halftime. We'll be back with more women's basketball action here on NKTelco.
I did have fear, especially since my brother was a pharmacy major. Their courses are really tough. And then as I started in the engineering program, I quickly learned that not all the material was that easy, especially since I had no experience. But it was mainly just my hard work ethic and the professors wanting to interact with you, constantly reaching out to try to help you, that kind of eased my mind a little bit.
Even though ONU is a small school, I've been able to see a lot of the world through the travels through the music department. Music is the universal language that draws us all together. Through my time at Ohio Northern, I've been able to travel with the music ensembles to Germany, England, Scotland, Wales, Italy, and Luxembourg. And sharing music with the different people there has been a really transformative experience about going to Ohio Northern. Before I was in college, I never thought that I would want to travel a lot, but once I started traveling, I just want to go everywhere now, so yeah.
It's kind of funny because the first years here at ONU were very interesting, and my through social interaction, being a freshman, I didn't really know what to expect. I could either choose to be introverted and stay away from people, or be extroverted and meet new people on campus. Obviously,
Achieving a Hall of Fame status, it would just take the cake. It would be the greatest honor.
They put in rigorous hours to become not just a great student, but a great athlete, a great person, and obviously it's paid off.
You look at the wall and you see all these people that have done it before you, and that's what motivates me to keep going every day.
They have put ONU on a pedestal.
They have laid the foundation to what a great player should be like. I think that being inducted in the Hall of Fame shows that you were one of the best at your time while you played here at ONU.
Saying that you're gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame, I don't know. I guess tears of joy would be a good word for it. A big adrenaline rush would probably bring me back to my college days, reminisce on a lot of memories that I've had. It would just put me on cloud 9, I guess.
Come back to ONU and see the Polar Bear family and everybody that's passed through here, and see that you've made an impact in what you've done.
Something you can only dream of. It's definitely something you have to work towards. You have to want from day one.
Something they should cherish and look back on and show to their kids. And if I was ever inducted, that I would cherish. So
being in the Hall of Fame is one of the greatest accomplishments you can achieve as an athlete here at ONU.
Everybody at ONU, we're just one big family, and we're all so proud of them.
To all the Hall of Fame inductees, you've achieved one of the greatest accomplishments that you can achieve as an athlete. I hope to be at your level one day. Congratulations, and good luck at the ceremony.
It's not often you get a chance to thank publicly someone who has provided something to this scale. It's a spectacular facility, and it's one of the best in college soccer. It's one of the best in track and field anywhere. A great day for us to be able to gather together and thank the Kirscher family for their generosity and their support of our sports.
Kirscher Stadium, home of Ohio Northern's men's and women's soccer team and men and women's outdoor track team, is now one of the finest soccer track stadiums in the nation. The stadium not only serves the university, but provides a first-rate facility for the entire West Central Ohio sports and recreation community. And we are very, very proud of that. And we thank Bob and Barb, because now the dream of a first-class soccer and track stadium is truly a reality. So please, everyone, join me in expressing our deep gratitude and sincere appreciation to the Kirschers for their generosity and their love of Ohio Northern. We thank you.
Better way to celebrate the opening of such a cool space than to have a bunch of really good food, sports on the TVs, and hang out with all your friends.
We had the privilege and exciting honor of being the focus group for this amazing new space.
And really what this came about is we had always wanted someplace on campus that students could hang out, that would draw people to Macintosh Center. So what we did is we pulled together a bunch of student opinions, and we've been working on this concept for quite some time. And now that it's here, it is incredible to see in person.
We have been wanting this for a while, ever since I was a freshman and I'm a senior now. Now that it's here, it feels like it was all worth it, and we're so appreciative.
And I think what the best part is Gina and I aren't going to be on campus next year, but we've both talked about wanting to come back just to see this space again and to see it being used and to see students enjoying it so much. So I think it'll bring us back to campus too, because I really want to see people enjoying it for years to come.
And a huge goal of our administration was to raise school spirit. And what better way to do it than to have a place to hang out and grow in that school spirit? And now we're not going to be able to find a seat in here for weeks because it's going to be so packed.
Whenever I first got here, I was from a big city. I was from Pittsburgh, so it was a lot different whenever I first came into this small little town. For 4.5 hours, my mom actually tried to talk me out of it, and that was my 4.5 hour drive here was, don't go to Ada, don't go to Ohio Northern, it's a small town. But I got here, stepped out of the car, and walked onto campus, and I looked at her and I was like, this is it, this is home. So I've been here for 4 years. I have fallen in love with the town. It has so much charm. It's not what you expect it to be, but it's everything and more. And whenever you're at Ohio Northern, you have the faculty and the staff who just absolutely adore you and want to take care of you and help you be successful. They teach you to be leaders and entrepreneurs. They teach you to collaborate and to be innovative and just to never take no as an answer. So it's been a very exciting time here, and I don't think I would make any changes. I would definitely stay here, and if I could stay longer, I would, but I don't think anyone would be okay with that.
Right now, as it stands, there's no criminal punishment for human trafficking of children for the purposes of adoption, and that's what I did my seminar paper on. And I was able to reach out to some people and give a proposed solution to the human trafficking in Cambodia. So it was something that I never would have thought myself to divulge in, but given the opportunity, I jumped in head first. I'm not sure where I will go after law school, but I know that ONU has paved the highway, and there's 8 different turns, and they've prepared me for whatever turn that I take.
Heidelberg and Ohio Northern are hooked up in a women's basketball game this evening, and Ohio Northern's got a 4-point lead. And Jeff, some hot shooting by Heidelberg.
Well, that brought them back. Actually, if you break these stats in half, it was about opposite of each other. Ohio Northern shot very well in the first period, did not shoot very well in the second period, and the same for Heidelberg. But for the half, here's our numbers. Heidelberg at 50%, Ohio Northern at just 36%. Threes, Ohio Northern is just 2 of 10. Heidelberg 1 of 6 free throws. Heidelberg perfect. Ohio Northern is 75%. Rebounding margin about even. In the first period, it was greatly in favor of Ohio Northern. And the turnovers is what Ohio Northern does the best. They create a lot of turnovers, and Heidelberg has given the ball up throughout the year. But Ohio Northern only, we think, maybe one time was able to take one of those turnovers and turn it into instant offense on the other end. The second quarter really disappointing for Ohio Northern, Dave. The shooting woes really hampered them, and Heidelberg got their shots to drop. And as we talked about, if Heidelberg wouldn't have created so many turnovers, or I say had so many turnovers, they could probably be in the lead.
Heidelberg had a great opportunity there about halfway through the second quarter and beyond of really having a shot at taking the lead in this one.
They did battle back from the 12-point deficit to trail by 4, so they accomplished part of their goal, getting that lead in half, and they did that, plus got 2 points closer and now trail by 4. A couple key stats really for Heidelberg. A star off the bench has been Teresa Jackson, number 23. 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from the line, 8 points in just 8 minutes of action. She helped key that good second quarter.
Jackson did well as the Ohio Northern takes over, and quickly they go to Bullimore, and just like that, Heidelberg has a basket here in the third quarter basket, or Ohio Northern has the basket with Bullimore.
Zone defense by the Polar Bears. You mentioned Coach Durand in your interview. She was upset with how they handled the ball. Didn't have many turnovers, but probably more upset not able to get it inside. They opened up in the third quarter with a good entry pass. Bullimore connects for her 10th point.
And the Polar Bears go to a zone. Jump shot by Murphy from the outside is no good. Battle for the rebound. It comes down to Ohio Northern. Up court comes Thomas. Thomas in the corner. She'll push it back out to Steffes. Steffes will take it to the hoop, pushes it back out to Espenschied, and that's a turnover for Ohio Northern as up court comes Heidelberg. Hawkins as they work the perimeter. Barnes.
Ohio Northern back to man-to-man in this possession. So switched it up a little bit, went zone to open up, but now come back man-to-man on this possession.
Murphy, she'll try to drive the baseline. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Patrick, and Heidelberg maintains possession.
Good hustle play there by Carly Patrick, giving her team another look here. Just got to the right spot a little bit quicker than Ohio Northern could.
Ball down low. Payne with it in the corner. She'll move it back out to Barnes. Barnes to the right side to Payne. Payne tries to move inside. Over to Murphy off the glass, no good, and Bullimore gets the rebound.
Bullimore pulls down her 7th rebound, so she's on pace for a double-double. She scored her 10th point in the first possession here in the third quarter. Bullimore on a season averaging just under 13 points a game, and also 7 rebounds.
Pass inside to Bullimore. She misses the shot, and Jackson comes down with a rebound.
Another good look inside, Dave. Just shot was left short by Bullimore, who's now 4 for 9 from the field. Doesn't sound bad, but when you're used to shooting it at 62, 63%, she's probably feeling like she's having a bad night shooting.
Foul in the backcourt. That'll be on Carly Thomas, number 22, and Heidelberg will inbound it as Abby Reed, number 5, and number 20, Mariah Pearson will come back into the game for Heidelberg. Hawkins set the offense up. Over to Pearson. Pearson moves inside to the line. Inside pass goes to Reed, and a foul.
Espenschied, I believe, will come up with the foul. Just got a little bit too much arm trying to double team or tie up the Heidelberg player.
Inbounded to Reed. Jump shot no good. Rebounded by Laux, and up court come the Polar Bears. Quick jump shot there and a beautiful pass as Thomas converts it.
Boy, if they use one dribble down here to get the rebound and one pass, three passes, the ball never hit the ground, and they score instantly on the other end.
That's the way you're supposed to play the game. Beautiful fast break by Ohio Northern. Heidelberg, let's see if that catapults them here in the third quarter. Heidelberg working it. Down low, left-handed jumper by Reed, no good.
That's back-to-back shots by Reed. She's just left short, right in front of the basket, left him short.
Payne with the basketball, back to Pearson. Thomas on her as they work their offense. Hawkins kicks it back over to Payne in the corner, looks inside to Reed. Ball taken away by Laux.
Laux doing a nice job coming over as Reed put the ball on the ground. Tough thing to do when you're a post player, especially with girls like Laux with her quickness, able to come over and help side defense and force the turnover.
Espenshee back in the corner to Steffes. Steffes comes around. Short jump shot by Thomas, and Thomas will connect.
Carly Thomas, good basket there, averaging 9.4 a game, now has 11 points. So she's in double figures to join Bullimore with 10.
And Ohio Northern's lead now is 10 points.
A good first 4.5 minutes, Dave, I'd say, for the Polar Bears. They've gotten the ball inside. I don't recall a lot of perimeter jump shots this quarter, but boy, they've got the ball inside and they've scored, and they continue to force turnovers and play good solid defense on the opposite end of the court as well.
Very aggressive play by Ohio Northern as the lead is 10 points. Heidelberg with the basketball. Abrick in the lineup, number 14. Heidelberg makes some substitutes. Jackson looks inside to Reed.
Foul on Steffes, just a little too aggressive with the big swat. Fans love it, but she picks up her foul. Again, just too aggressive there. Rather than blocking it, she went for the haymaker and gets credit with the foul on Steffes, her first foul.
And Reed will step to the free throw line. There you see the replay.
Reed makes 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
Northern with the basketball, 9-point lead. Tesney. Dirksen back to Tesney for 3. Shot no good, rebounded Jackson. Jackson will bring it up court. Abrick over to Jackson. Back on the right side. They'll kick it back to Jackson. Jump shot, no good. Rebound. It's going to come down to Grant, and it's going to come down to Angela Tesney for the Polar Bears.
She will get fouled, so it's going to be a rebound for Tesney as Teresa Jackson misses her first shot.
We've got a timeout here at Ohio Northern. Ohio Northern 35, Heidelberg 26. More basketball right after this.
So if you would have told me that coming out of high school 6 years ago that I would be sitting on a national student board overlooking the chapters around the country for the National Community Pharmacists Association, that's something that never would have crossed my mind. I would have said, you're crazy. But because of the opportunities and the help of a specific professor she really pushed me and motivated me to want to become that well-rounded student involved in my profession as a student, I'm really looking forward to taking that involvement and kind of promoting it through my profession as I move from student to pharmacist.
Ohio Northern with a 9-point lead over Heidelberg. There you see the Ohio Athletic Conference standing. Ohio Northern alone at the top with an 8-0 record. Capital at 6-2, Mount Union and Baldwin Wallace 5-3, John Carroll and Heidelberg at 4-4. Marietta and Wilmington 3-5, and of course Ohio Northern and Capital both in the top 25 of Division III basketball. So
tonight ends round 1, and Ohio Northern travels to Capital on Saturday, the 23rd, to face the 17th ranked Capital team. So it'll be a big matchup there at Capital as they try to either stay within striking distance of the Polar Bears and try to give them their first league loss if Ohio Northern can hold on tonight.
And Heidelberg will shot no good, and the rebound comes down to Ohio Northern.
Steffes pulled that rebound down. She's a leading rebounder on the squad at 7.7 boards a game.
Shot in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Tesney. She'll draw the foul. Ohio Northern just seems they're so close to trying to put this away, and they just can't quite get that little offensive spurt to do it.
12 has been the biggest lead. That was back in the second quarter at the 6:43 mark, and when they took that 12-point lead, their offense went in a shell. They didn't score for the next 4 minutes or so, and now they do have that 9-point lead, possibly 11 here if Ramsey can get her shot to drop.
Ramsey draws the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line.
But I think you're right. If a Northern can put together a good offensive run here and stay focused on defense, they can possibly, that separation, really make it difficult on the visiting Student Prince to battle back.
Ramsey at the line. First one off target.
Ramsey, 75% free throw shooter on the season, 12 of 16. She averages just under 5 points and gets on the board with her first free throw, her first point of the game, and back to a 10-point lead for the Polar Bears.
And Heidelberg will bring it up court. Jackson with a basketball.
A little full court pressure put on by Ohio Northern, but they commit the foul inside the key.
Jackson also handles the basketball relatively well for Heidelberg. An inbounds pass to Jackson. She'll hit the jumper.
She's had a nice game. She now has 10 points. Only has missed, I believe, the one shot, and that came here in the third quarter. But the Student Prince battle back and get the 2-point bucket after Ohio Northern had scored the free throw.
Dirkson's three-pointer no good. Jackson with the basketball. She'll go inside. Shot's a little bit short. Rebounded by Bollamore.
She'd like to have that one back. Made a nice stutter step move to get to the basket, but did not get the shot off the glass high enough.
Ramsey back out to Bollamore. Bollamore goes to the right side. Back out to Tesney. She'll take it to the basket. Tesney with the basket. Angela Tesney, 5'8" junior out of Medina, has the lead to 10 points. Down court quickly, Heidelberg. It's going to go out of bounds and off Ohio Northern.
Tesney, a nice move. She averages just under 5 points a game. She'll take a seat with the 5 points, but boy, no one on defense from Heidelberg able to get over to stop her. She was able to score the layup. A well-deserved break for Angela Tesney.
Heidelberg with the inbounds pass stolen. Nice defensive play there by Thomas. Up court quickly comes Ohio Northern, and it's going to go out of bounds as Bollamore wasn't able to handle the pass from Laux, and Heidelberg will have the basketball.
Another big possession for them as they would like to get this lead in single digits and then try to put some defensive pressure on the Polar Bears.
Jackson, top of the key on Ramsey. Back out to Payne, left-handed jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Ramsey, but it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Heidelberg.
Another look for the Student Prince underneath their own basket. Heidelberg's shooting percentage, Dave, again, it's cooled off. It's kind of been like a roller coaster. It was down in the first quarter, up in the second quarter. It's leveled off now, back down under 38%.
And with the basketball is Abrick. Back over to Murphy. Murphy loses the basketball, picked up by Bollamore. Heidelberg turnover. Here comes the Polar Bears. Ramsey stops, shoots, doesn't fall. Loose basketball, and there's going to be a foul on the ensuing rebound.
Tough break for Ramsey as we have a Heidel player down on the other end of the court. Northern misses the opportunity in transition.
Shiloh Murphy, number 32, hit the court very well, and we've got a timeout here at Ohio Northern. We'll take a timeout. A 10-point difference. Ohio Northern 38, Heidelberg 28, and we'll have more right after this.
Need a good night's sleep? Here at Francis Furniture, we fulfill all your needs and wants with a huge selection of quality, low-priced furnishings. We guarantee our mattresses will give you the best night's sleep ever.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Shiloh Murphy was the injured Heidelberg player, and she's being assisted to and on the bench as Ohio Northern inbounds it to Bullimore. Short jump shot, no good, rebounded by Patrick for Heidelberg.
Tough break as Ohio Northern. Remember that play all was a result of a turnover and a transition. They didn't score the layup, got fouled on the rebound, and then missed the jumper inside to come away with no points.
And Heidelberg will turn it right back over. Here comes Lauk up court, top of the key. Inside Bullimore. Jump shot or a three-pointer from Carly Thomas. Big shot by Thomas, and the lead's 13 points.
Well, the 16th turnover against Heidelberg results in a biggest lead of the game now for Ohio Northern as Thomas connects with her 14th point to lead all scorers here tonight.
Patrick with the basketball for Heidelberg. Abrecht will take the three. Shot no good. Rebound tip. Loose basketball picked up by Barnes. Barnes to the right side, and Patrick. Patrick handles the basketball, looks inside, back over to Jackson. Jackson to Payne. She'll move to the left and draw the foul on number 25, Brooke Espenschied.
Well, a nice play there by Heidelberg. A little ball fake. And Payne was able to go to the left, caught Espenschied off balance a little bit, and that is a 5th team foul, so our first one-on-one free throws, I believe, of the game. And the first one is made by Payne.
Got an interesting delivery on the free throw.
We're only worried about the result.
That's right.
Well, Payne, 92% from the free throw line.
It's the right way. Maybe that's why it's unusual.
Well, she hasn't attempted a lot of free throws, just 12 coming into the contest. She's now 13 for 14 on the season.
Laux with the basketball, drives the lane, and she's going to draw the foul.
Shooting foul.
Lauk at the line, and she converts.
77% from the free throw line for Britt Lauk for a 3rd point of the game.
Second free throw good, and the lead jumps to 13.
Again, that stretch, Dave, this is the biggest Ohio Northern lead, albeit by just 1 or 2 points from their biggest lead previously, but a chance here to really get some separation at the end of the 3rd period with a stop here and a score to close out the 3rd period.
Hawkins. Heidelberg moving the basketball. Short jump shot there is good by Nicole Payne. senior guard hits it. 11-point lead for Ohio Northern.
Final 10 seconds.
Lauk with the ball. She's going to take the shot. Shot is a little bit short. Bullimore tips it. Rebound, Espenschied. It's off. Rebounded by Ramsey, and that's going to end the third quarter of basketball. Here at Ohio Northern, the Polar Bears enjoying an 11-point lead. Ohio Northern 43, Heidelberg 32. We'll be back with fourth quarter basketball action after this.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Final 10 minutes of basketball is upon us, and Ohio Northern will start the fourth quarter with the basketball and an 11-point lead. Laux back over to Thomas. Ramsey, top of the key. Laux kicks it over to Espenschied. Inside, Bullimore back to Espenschied with the long-range jumper, no good. Thomas rebound. Bullimore shot a little bit short. Ball will go out of bounds and off of Ohio Northern.
You can't knock Ohio Northern's effort on the offensive glass. They've come away with a couple more offensive rebounds. Gives them now 13 on the game, but they just have not been able to really capitalize a lot on them. They're only shooting now just above 34%. So as Ohio Northern struggles to score, that allows Heidelberg to somewhat stay in the ball game. And in that last quarter, Dave, Ohio Northern outscored Heidelberg by 7, 14-7 in the third period.
Heidelberg with the basketball, and that's Abby Reed, number 5, tries to get it inside. Loose ball, it's on the floor. Picked up by Patrick. Got a timeout for Heidelberg, and let's keep it right here and remind you that women's college basketball on NKTelco Sports is brought to you by the following sponsors: St. Mary's Trucking, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, Fowler's TV, New Knoxville Supply, Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio, For You Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, and the CUPE, bringing you tonight's game between Ohio Northern and Heidelberg. Our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Think first. Replays tonight by Sydney Body Car Star. And our keys to the game segment earlier tonight brought to you by Bud's, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Salina, where the dealer makes the difference. Also like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of women's college basketball. Today's game can be seen on NKTelco Cable, Channel 3, or in HD on Channel 503, Thursday, January the 21st at 6 p.m. and Sunday, January 24th at 2 p.m. Ohio Northern with an 11-point lead, and second half has been a little bit better for Ohio Northern.
It's been a little bit better. They've been able to score a little bit more, mainly because the shooting percentage has been down. They've gotten some offensive looks, haven't capitalized, but Heidelberg's shooting percentage has really fallen off in that third quarter, just not able to score very consistently. But boy,
shot
on cue,
right at
not only a basket of points, but a three-pointer at the shot clock buzzer. And once again, back into single digits. Heidelberg has climbed. They trail by 8.
Patrick with the three-pointer, and Ohio Northern with the basketball, and Laux will try and return the favor. And Britt does so. The 5'7" junior connects from the top of the key and behind the arc, and it's an 11-point Ohio Northern lead.
Big shot by Britt Lauk. Again, as you mentioned, it answers a big shot by Heidelberg, and Lauk averaging 10.8 on the season, a little bit under her average right now at 7, but a big shot nonetheless, but a key offensive rebound here for the Student Prince wearing the orange jerseys.
Heidelberg maintaining the basketball. Payne against Lauk. Over to Reed. Reed moves in. Back out to Hawkins. Hawkins drives the lane. It's going to go out of bounds, but it will remain Heidelberg basketball.
Just 5 seconds left on the shot clock as Coach Durand signaling to her team, I believe that same thing, to make sure they're aware that little time left on the shot clock.
Patrick's shot no good. Rebounded by Espenschied. Up court she comes. Top of the key. Back over to Laux. Back to Espenschied. Over in the corner to Thomas. Thomas down low to Bullimore. Back out Thomas. Here's the three. Count it. Carly Thomas, 5'7" senior, hits the three, and the lead goes to 13.
Couple big three-point baskets here for the Polar Bears. One by Britt Lauk, the last one by Carly Thomas. And
Patrick right side.
A defensive stand here by the Polar Bears will give them a chance to widen that gap, but they cannot get it done. Offensive second chance points for Heidelberg.
Carrie Patrick puts it back up and in after she gets her rebound. Jump shot no good. Bullimore has it, but it goes out of bounds. Tipped away there by Reed, and here comes some substitutes for both squads as we are at the 7:06 mark of the fourth quarter.
Courtney Kramer, number 20, also Precious Ramsey, number 21, in for the Polar Bears.
Lauk inside to Ramsey. There's a three-point shot, no good by Courtney Kramer.
Bounces off of the support wire for the hoop, and it'll be a dead ball. That'll go over to Heidelberg.
And Pearson will bring it up court. She's number 20. Kramer on her. Pearson, she'll dump it off to Carly Patrick, and Patrick scores.
Patrick now with 8 points. And once again, Heidelberg has crept into single digits at 9. So again, just when you think the momentum is really going to go over to Ohio Northern, Heidelberg's been able to answer.
Slips inside for the basket. Nice feed there by Espenschied.
Kramer, her 4th point.
Pearson back on the corner to Payne. Payne, top of the key with the basketball. Barnes, Jackson, right side. Shot a little bit short against Cephas, and here come the Polar Bears. Ohio Northern, Laux up court quickly. And there'll be a charge on the inside as the pass went to Espenschied, but Laux is guilty of the charge.
Nicole Payne doing an excellent job getting in front of Lauk and drawing that player control foul. So again, instead of growing that 11-point lead, Heidelberg's gonna have a chance to get it back into single digits. And anytime you're under 10, you gotta feel like you're in the game, especially Dave, with 6 minutes to go. There's a lot of time left. A lot of things can happen.
Pearson with the basketball. She goes to the right side and gets it to Barnes. Barnes looks down low, makes the move. Looks for Patrick, but kicks it back out to Pearson. Patrick is going to make the move to the hoop and draw the foul, and I believe that'll be on number 21, Precious Ramsey.
Pretty nice move by number 4, Carly Patrick. Had good positioning against Stuffus, and well, she did some fancy footwork, and she got fouled, and she'll earn a chance here for 2 shots from the line.
Carly Patrick at the line for Heidelberg, and she's got 9 points on the night.
She also shoots the ball very well from the free throw line, 70% on the season.
Bullimore will re-enter the game for Ohio Northern. Amy Bullimore, the 6'1" sophomore, re-enters. There's movement on the Heidelberg bench, and Murphy will re-enter here shortly. Espen Sheeds pass goes astray. I believe that was intended for Tesney. And that's going to be a turnover for Ohio Northern. They lead by 9. As Thomas comes into the lineup. And Espen Sheed will go to the bench. Pearson brings it up for Heidelberg. Thomas on her. Murphy. Back over to Jackson. Murphy to the right side. Pass down low to Patrick, but she stepped out of bounds.
Heidelberg had a mismatch up top as Northern got caught in a switch and had the girl open, but Patrick just found herself too far into the basket, foot on the line, so it takes away a chance for Heidelberg to cut into the 9-point lead.
Northern with the basketball. That's Steffes, and she draws the foul as she takes the move to the basket.
Just the first team foul, and that'll be a timeout now, the 5-minute mark here in this fourth period.
Ohio Northern with the lead. Ohio Northern 50, Heidelberg 41. More women's college basketball on NKTelco right after this.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and now New Bremen.
Ohio Northern enjoying a 9-point lead over Heidelberg, and the Polar Bears just can't put away Heidelberg.
Yeah, they haven't. We've talked about it throughout this game as Heidelberg has just hung around, and really both teams, whether it's Heidelberg, the ability to take the lead early on in the second quarter, or Ohio Northern, the ability to grow it. We've just kind of been hovering around this 10-point margin. There's a steal for Heidelberg.
Jackson with the basketball, hustles after it, shot blocked.
But rebounded by Heidelberg.
Jackson gets it.
Again,
jump ball.
with a somewhat very aggressive defensive play. Got called for a foul earlier in the game by doing the shot, the massive swing. This time gets away with it, but boy, Jackson, who's done a lot for the Student Prince tonight, almost had a big layup for them that trip, but they still have possession, so they still have a chance to shorten the 9-point lead. Shiloh Murphy back in the ball game. Remember, she was the one that hurt her knee a few minutes ago.
Pearson will handle it. Looks for Murphy. Shot doesn't go, and twice Heidelberg has a chance again. And Ohio Northern comes up quickly. Tesney. Back over Thomas. Down low, and it's going to go out of bounds. We're looking for Carissa Steffes down low, and Ohio Northern's 8th turnover of the night. Ninth turnover of the night.
Had 4 in the first half, 5 here in the second half. Heidelberg's already committed 18. That's right around their average. That's also the amount of turnovers Ohio Northern creates or forces a game. So still 4 minutes to go. That number could grow if Ohio Northern's defense continues to play well.
Outside jump shot, no good. Pearson will come down with a rebound. She'll put the shot up, but Bullimore will grab the rebound.
Bullimore now a double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds.
Turnaround jump shot, no good as Steffes will draw the foul. I believe that's on Jackson.
Steffes has had a quiet night offensively scoring. Will be her first trip to the free throw line.
6-foot senior from Hinckley hits the first free throw.
Good to see her make that first free throw. Hasn't shot the free throws extremely well, but hits that one for her third point. She also has 4 rebounds. She's a leading rebounder on the Polar Bears team at 7.7 a game. Also averages just over 8 points as she makes both tosses.
And Hawkins back into the lineup for Heidelberg. She'll bring it up court, across the timeline. She goes left side. Thomas on her. Abrick. Back over to Patrick. Pearson off Patrick's pick. Back over to Hawkins. Hawkins, top of the key, right side. Pearson. Pearson comes around, tries to drive through the tall timber. Rebound. Comes down to Reed as Heidelberg tries to set it up.
Well, 2 out of 3 times she's been called for the foul. Steffes with the very aggressive swat. Just take another look at it here. Steffes will, again, go very aggressive, and she'll get called for the personal foul. It's a tough angle to do that when you're not right in front of the shooter and it's still in her hand 9 times out of 10, or in this case, 2 out of 3 times. You're going to get called for the foul. She picks up her second foul.
That'll send Reed to the line, and our replays brought to you tonight by Sydney Body Car Star. Abby Reed, a 5'10 freshman at the line,
Makes
converts.
1 of 2.
And the margin's at 10 points. Ohio Northern lead. Lauk with the basketball. Inside Bullimore. Dirksen in the lineup for Ohio Northern, number 31, as Ohio Northern runs the offense. And the foul will be on Patrick.
Third team foul. Both teams with 3 fouls here at the 3-minute mark of period number 4.
Patrick's 4th foul. Dirksen inside the Bullimore. She'll kick it back out. Shot will be off the iron. No good. Dirksen. Espenschied with the rebound. And nice move inside, and the shot doesn't fall for Steffes.
Offensive rebound by Bullimore. So again, 3 looks. 0 points so far, but you're going to send Bullimore, who shoots free throws at 80%, to the line. So hopefully they come away with something here and kind of capitalize on all those opportunities and offensive rebounds that they've had.
Bullimore hits the free throw.
Her 11th point to go along again with the 10 rebounds. Also handed out 2 assists, and she's done all this just committing 2 fouls. Actually 1 foul. She only has 1 foul, so very smart ball player inside.
Second free throw is good. And the lead gets to 12 points. And we've got a timeout. Our score, Ohio Northern 54 and Heidelberg 42. We'll be back right after this.
Our communities are filled with history, culture, and ambition. People who put others first. We are a bank that is defined by what we do, not just who we are. We build relationships. We grow businesses. We support communities. We advise the people that matter most to us, our customers. Stop in at any of our 5 locations, sign up for internet banking, or download our mobile app to better serve you. We can assist you with your next loan, personal accounts, investments, or business needs. Think first. First National Bank. Member FDIC.
Heidelberg basketball with 2:44 to play on the First National Bank scoreboard. 54-42, Ohio Northern with the 12-point lead, and Hawkins will bring it up court, and Heidelberg's into the offense. They look down low, but a whistle blows.
Foul away from the ball against the Polar Bears as the Lady Polar Bears right now up 12, trying to put this one away with 2.5 minutes to go. Have heard now that the men playing Heidelberg tonight have a 20-point lead with just a minute or so left, so they will get a much-needed win.
Inbound pass to Jackson. Those are the things right there that upset coaches. Up court comes Ohio Northern. Jump shot. from Carly Thomas. Thomas hits it, and the lead's back to 12.
Thomas,
Here comes
18
Hawkins.
points, and you mentioned, yes, Dave, the inbounds play makes coaches mad, and then you wonder, boy, was that going to be too quick of a shot? And it's like, oh, no, yeah, nice shot. So 18 for Thomas, and still a 12-point lead with just over 2 minutes to go, but the foul here against Ohio Northern will stop the clock and give the Student Prince a chance to score with the clock stopped.
And Reed at the line, and the freshman misses the first. Second free throw is good. Inside to Bullimore, off the glass, shot no good. Her own rebound puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, if the Polar Bears can hang on to this, still some time left. Bullimore is going to be glad this night's over. She's not shot the ball bad. It's just when you've come in shooting 62%, she's missed a number of shots tonight. And boy, Heidelberg now just 9 points down again with 1:43 left.
Hawkins hits the basket. That brings a timeout from the Heidelberg bench. And we'll take a timeout as well. Ohio Northern 56, Heidelberg 47. More after this.
Hello? I've been in an accident. My van's not drivable, and I have my kids, and they need to get to school,
Ma'am.
but I can't.
Ma'am, relax. We'll take care of it.
Thank you.
At Sydney Body Car Star, we don't just take care of your vehicle, we take care of you. With Enterprise Rent-A-Car on site, we get you back to your daily routine with minimal interruptions, returning your car and your family back to normal. Sydney Body Car Star. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Heidelberg calls the timeout to stop the clock as they're within 9 points. 1:43 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard. Heidelberg trying to play the possession game as Espenscheid will inbound it or try to inbound it against Heidelberg's pressing defense.
Boy, tough pass from the baseline.
Boy, she about had the backboard.
Exactly right. Ohio Northern able to get it in, and Heidelberg, see how quickly they want to foul. They only have one timeout left.
Laux with the basketball. Pearson on her. Espenscheid back over to Steffes. Down low to Bullimore. That's what the Ohio Northern University Coach Michelle Duran likes to see.
Continue to go to the horse that scores, and for Bullimore, 14th point. She's doing out on basically 4 of 13 shooting, 5 of 14 shooting, so she struggled from the field, but boy, hit a big shot there to give her team the 11-point lead.
Long range by Hawkins, and she hits.
Make that an 8-point lead.
Heidelberg's not going away as they apply the pressure. Laux. Teresa Jackson thought she had the trap and had the loose basketball, but it's going to be a foul against the junior guard.
Big shot by Allie Hawkins in the corner there. 3-point bucket, her 7th point. And Jackson, Teresa Jackson, who's had a nice game off the bench, fouls out with 12 points.
That puts Laux at the line. Her free throw is good.
Lauk has been perfect on the night from the free throw line. 3 for 3 from 15 feet.
Second free throw no good, and Patrick with a rebound. Hawkins will bring it up court. 9-point difference. Hawkins, who hit the big 3 here last possession. Back over to Dearth, number 30, into the lineup for Heidelberg. Down low pass to Patrick. Puts it off the glass, no good. Bullimore has it, but loses it, but Laux picks it up. Foul in the backcourt.
Well, Heidelberg couldn't get the 3-point shot off that they wanted, but boy, got a good look inside. Patrick, I believe it was, just rushed her shot a little bit. So now they're forced to foul and hope for some Ohio Northern misses. Lauk, her last trip, just 1 for 2.
Free throw this time is good, and that lead goes to 10 points.
I just realized earlier I said on the 15th foul you shoot a bonus. The 15 foul, you shoot automatic 2-shot fouls. There is no longer a 1-and-1, if you will, for women's college. Guess every foul then above the bonus is a 2-shot foul.
Pearson moves inside, puts the shot up, and draws the foul, and that's going to be on Espenscheid. Brooke gets the foul.
Espenscheid just a little too aggressive there. You'd like for the clock to run. This gives, again, Heidelberg a chance to cut into the lead. The problem with Heidelberg right now is the shot is missed. That helps Ohio Northern. There's just 21.8 seconds left, Dave. We just one timeout. It's going to be very difficult to make up this ground here, but they continue to work and battle and have given the number 11 ranked team nationally a handful here at home on their home court.
That's for sure. Espenscheid brings it up court. A 10-point difference as the clock counts down.
Heidelberg will concede. Ohio Northern will hold the ball and complete the first round of the OAC undefeated at 9-0.
Ohio Northern goes to 14-2 overall.
We'll let Dave go down now. We'll try to get a word with Coach Durand as she exits the court. But as Dave mentioned, Ohio Northern with the win. They go to 14-2 overall, 9-0 in league play. And that concludes the first round of the OAC Women's League. And a big game, though, coming up for Ohio Northern on Saturday. They will travel to Capital and play the number 17 ranked Capital team on the road, their next game. And we will go now down to the court with Coach Durand and Dave Helmstetter.
We're with Ohio Northern University women's basketball coach Michelle Durand after Ohio Northern picks up a victory tonight. Coach, just never seemed to quite be able to put away Heidelberg, even though you get a nice win here on your home floor.
Yeah, you know, they played us really tough. They did a great job defensively, but I'm proud of my team. We gutted it out. It was a good win.
As you look at the game, what would you call the highlights of it for you?
I'm not sure if there were a lot of highlights. I just think that we just got tougher in the second half. And, you know, this is 9-0 in the first round, so I'm just really proud of them. It was a tough game.
A good warm-up for the game coming up against Capital?
Oh, for sure. They're going to give it to us hard at their place. We're just going to try to enjoy this and worry about them tomorrow.
And going forward, what would you like to see a little bit better for that game?
Well, we got to finish around the basket, which we didn't do a good job of tonight. You know, Heidelberg's a very good team. They've got an ONU grad over there that really got them prepared tonight. So we'll be all right.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach. Ohio Northern with the win tonight. We'll be back with more statistics right after this.
Take a drive to the premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership at Bud's in Salina. Enjoy our huge inventory, including the Ram 1500, Jeep, and Chrysler Town & Country. Top-rated Ram dealer in the surrounding area. Convenient 6-day service center with Saturday hours, Monday through Thursday until 8 p.m. Bud's has an extensive Business Link vehicle offering with the Ram ProMaster 4500, 5500 truck series. Stop by Bud's today at Route 127 in Salina. There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking, traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
NKTelco Sports, Ohio's leading sports broadcasting company, is dedicated to sports coverage, filming over 120 collegiate and high school sporting events that bring quality content and excellent sportsmanship to the big screen. Team up with us as an NKTelco sponsor and receive many benefits: commercials that will be seen by thousands of viewers, multiple name mentions, live web ads, monthly bill stuffers, and discounted network ad insertion spots. Packages are available for any budget. Contact us today.
Ohio Northern University picks up the victory here this evening, 61-51 over Heidelberg. That puts the Polar Bears at 14-2 overall, and more importantly in OAC play. They stand at 9-0 and complete that first round of OAC play unbeaten. And the statistics for this evening's game, not so hot shooting, but nonetheless an Ohio Northern win.
Yeah, from the field, both teams really struggled. Heidelberg finishes at 37.5% on 8 of 48. Ohio Northern actually a little less than that at 36.7, just 22 of 60. Neither team shot three-point shots very well either. You see Heidelberg 3 of 12, Northern 4 of 18. If anything, the shooting from the 15-foot mark, the free throw line. Heidelberg 75%, Ohio Northern 81%, so good job there by both those teams. And the rebounding margin, somewhat close. Ohio Northern had a more offensive rebounds. They pulled down 16 offensive rebounds of their 36, and as Coach Durant mentioned, didn't finish a lot of them, so they got a number of attempts, and a lot of those misses resulted in their poor 36%, but did very aggressively on the offensive rebounds. And the turnover margin, as we talked about early, Ohio Northern wins that battle, creating 18 turnovers against Heidelberg, and they commit just 9 to the Polar Bears. And overall, the Polar Bears just made enough plays, got a few more baskets to drop, got some transition buckets here and there, and their defense really stifled the Student Prince tonight, made it very difficult, and a hard-fought win against a good, I think, an improving Heidelberg team. They've steadily improved under Coach Shriver, and as Coach Duran kind of chuckled, an ONU grad, and Kenzie Yoder, former standout player here, I'm sure offered some insight as to what to expect and maybe how to attack, as any coach would do in that situation. Quickly, just some leading scores here for Heidelberg. 2 players in double figures. Teresa Jackson off the bench with 12, and also Carly Patrick finishes with 10 points for Heidelberg. For Ohio Northern, game high honors go to Carly Thomas. She finishes with 18, also in double figures. Amy Bullimore with 14, 10 from Britt Lauk, 5 from Angela Tesney, 4 from Carissa Steffes, 4 from Courtney Kramer, 3 from Brooke Espenschied, 2 from Jenna Dirksen, and 1 from Precious Ramsey for your total of 61. And just one more note, Amy Bullimore with 14 points also pulled in 12 rebounds, a double-double, leading assist player for the Polar Bears tonight. Brooke Espenschied with 4, and also Britt Lauk led the team in steals tonight with 4 steals for the Polar Bears.
Big win for Ohio Northern as they continue their OAC play, and this also sets up the matchup with Capital, a pair of nationally ranked teams, Ohio Northern 11th and Capital 17th, coming up on Saturday when the Polar Bears will travel to Bexley to take on Capital at tip-off time at 3 o'clock. We'd like to thank our sponsors of tonight's game between Ohio Northern and Heidelberg. Tonight's game brought to you by St. Mary's Trucking, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, Fowler's TV, New Knoxville Supply, Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio, 4U Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, and Cupie bringing you tonight's game. Our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, think first. Our replays brought to you by Sydney Body Car Star, and our keys to the game brought to you by Bud's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Salina, where the dealer makes the difference. Our camera and crew tonight, Kurt Kuffner, Eric Dickey, Sue Quellhorst, and out in the truck, Bryce Hamrick and Isaac Sell, producing and directing tonight's game. Dave Helmstetter play-by-play, and alongside me, Jeff Henschen for the color. And our final score from Ohio Northern 61 and Heidelberg 51.